Hi, and welcome back to another video for Your Soul Evolution. If you're new to my channel, please make sure to check the description box. I have created a free guided meditation MP3 that will help to raise your vibration. In today's video, I wanted to share with you what I have personally done that has deepened my spiritual connection. It has increased the probability of my manifestations happening instantly, and it has improved overall my emotional, mental, and physical well-being, all of it. And I feel better than I ever have in my life. So at the beginning of the year, I eliminated all sugar. I started with just the obvious sugars, the sweets and treats and things like that. And then I also eliminated natural sugars, because when you look at the molecular breakdown of natural sugars, it's really not that much different from man-made artificial sugars. It's really not. Sugar is sugar to me, and I just eliminated all of it. I was using stevia for a brief time, but eventually I cut it out also, and I have nothing to do with any sort of sugar. Quickly, I started to notice drastic changes in my life. My mood was improving. I had less mood swings. I was more balanced. I felt more steady. I no longer was experiencing anxiety. I didn't even like to go to the grocery store or be in any kind of crowds. I started to notice that my depression and the ups and downs I would sometimes have on some days started to disappear. I was getting better rest and felt like I was sleeping better. I was getting up less times during the night. And I started to notice also that my brain fog was clearing up. My thoughts were more clear, and that was a wonderful feeling. I just felt so wonderful that I wanted to take it to that next level. And so I also started to eliminate carbs. I was only doing about 20 carbs a day. Carbs turn to sugar in your body the same as sugar. So it makes no sense to eliminate all the obvious sugars, but then keep carbs in your diet. So I eventually went to a low carb diet, and I just continued to feel better and better and better. And I eventually went to what I'm on now, which is a zero carb way of eating. Now, I'm not saying a zero carb way of eating is right for everyone, but what is right for everyone is cutting out the sugars. And let me tell you why. Sugar swells and inflames your brain. It is literally a toxic poison. It is 8 times more addictive than cocaine, yet it is available everywhere we go. It's on commercials. It's right by the cash register when you're trying to check out somewhere. It is literally in our face all the time, and it is a toxic poison that we are putting in our bodies. It is disrupting the natural flow of our bodies. And if you can begin to eliminate that alien in your body, basically, then you can return your body back to its natural flow and back to its natural state. Now, why this is important for manifesting is because the most simple and effective way to manifest, and there are so many manifestation techniques out there. I have created tons of videos on them myself, but what is most effective is the focused intention with the elevated emotion. When you combine those together, that is when you create the most powerful manifestations. And when you are having an inflamed and swollen brain due to the sugars that you're consuming, then you are basically putting a fog in between you and that manifestation, because you're not at your most natural, highest point, if that makes sense. You are not manifesting from your best place. You need your brain and your heart to be in their optimal state in order to have the most success with your manifesting. You need your body to be in its most optimal state for manifesting. You need everything. It all goes together. Sugar causes headaches. It causes migraines. It feeds cancer. It causes diabetes. It causes heart disease. It causes insomnia, hormonal imbalances, obesity. It weakens your immune system. It causes the depression, the anxiety, all the neurological issues. It causes bloating, fluid retention. It spikes your blood sugar levels. So if you are someone who's obese, it makes it impossible for you to burn any fat. Never in the history of humanity were we consuming sugar the way that we are now. It was never available to us. Our ancestors might have had sugar seasonally, once or twice a year, or something like that, but no one was ever sitting around eating sugar day and night as humans are now. So I just wanted to encourage you to eliminate sugar from your life. I know that it can be difficult and you can have withdrawal symptoms at first because it is literally an addiction that we have to recover from. And keep in mind that carbs are also sugar. Potato chips are sugar. All of that turns to sugar in your body. Eating bread is the same as eating a Snickers. It makes no difference. It is all sugar in your body. So as I was saying, when I eliminated all the sugar and all the carbs, I started to notice that my manifestations were coming instantly and not always in a positive way. I remember we were on a trip and I was having to message my mom because it was freaking me out a little bit, because things that we were saying, anything that we were saying that had any kind of emotion behind it was coming true. It was getting to where we had to be really careful with the things that we were saying unless we wanted, unless it was a really positive thing. And I'm giving credit to the lack of sugar and carbs because my brain is no longer inflamed by those things. My thoughts are much more clear. There is no fog between me and my thoughts. When I think about something, it is clear, it is to the point, it is very, very focused. And that is the difference between my manifestations now versus a year ago. And of course, I was still having a lot of success with manifestations, but I want to try and wrap your head around the fact that you can always improve, because when you have the body, soul, mind connection, that is what takes it to that next level. There are a lot of manifestation techniques out there that will give you great results, but once you are at 100% where you need to be physically, emotionally, mentally, all of that, then that is when you start to experience it on a whole new wavelength. And I also feel like my spirituality has deepened because I no longer feel the need I don't have to meditate every day. I don't feel that that's necessary. Because my thoughts are so clear, I can find meditation in so many other things. I can go outside, spend time with my animals. I find connection to the divine in spending time with those animals, or hugging a tree, or just being outside in nature and letting a cool breeze blow by you, which is not very often in Texas, but we have been having a few breezes lately. You might can hear it now. But I just feel like my connection to the divine has gotten so much easier. I don't feel that I have to work to feel spirit the way that I used to in some ways. I don't feel that I have to turn on meditation music and turn on my salt lamp and have all of that stuff. I just feel like a veil has been lifted. A veil of fogginess was lifted from me, and I'm just able to find connection to spirit, to the universe in so many other different ways more easily. And my connection just feels so much better. It's like when you have okay Wi-Fi, you've got a couple of bars, but then when you get somewhere that's got excellent Wi-Fi and you've got all your bars there and you're like, yeah, baby, like that is what happened to me. Just to summarize, the best way to manifest is the Joe Dispenza focused intention with the elevated emotion. When you combine those two together, that is when you are going to experience the best manifestations, the most powerful manifestations. And so you need your focused intention, which is going to be your brain and your brain power. You need that to be on point. So you need to eliminate the swelling and the inflammation due to sugar and toxic things in your body. And you need to combine that with your heart energy for your elevated emotion. So you need your emotions to be on point. You need your heart space to be on point. You need to not be creating heart disease with sugar. Like, you just need to have your body, soul, mind connection all together. And that is what is going to make your manifestations come faster than ever. And I'm not saying that if you use law of attraction techniques without eliminating sugar that that's not going to work, because you will have success. I just want to encourage you to take it to that next level and see what you can do when you are at the top of your game with no sugar, no carbs. You're just coming from a different place when you don't have that weighing you down. You're manifesting from a whole new paradigm when you do not have that brain fog and that inflammation that's coming from all the sugar, the toxic poison, literally poison, that is being put into our bodies, that we're putting in our bodies, that we're being encouraged to put in our bodies through media and commercials and all of that. So that is the change that I made in my life that I feel has got me on point better than ever. And I feel like now when I decide that I want to manifest something, I can so easily focus because my brain is clear, and I have good heart space because my emotions are much more stable and steady, and I align those two together and just wait for my manifestation to come. You are here to thrive. You are not here to be broke. You're not here to not have things that you want. You are worthy and deserving of all of those things. And I just want to try and help you to manifest the best way possible. I hope this video helps you. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like and subscribe. If you know someone who would benefit from this video, please share it. And until then, I'll see you on the next video.